Hi there guys, how's it going? Big Man Dan back again, and today I'm bringing you my first video from Final Fantasy 15. Today I'm going to be playing the Platinum demo. When I recorded this, it was actually just a couple of days after it was announced that the demo was available. So there's going to be a couple of cutscenes, so I'm going to shut my yap and let you listen, and then I shall be back.
Hey, wait!
So here I am again, and this is it. Welcome to the first playthrough, my first LP of the Final Fantasy 15 series. This is actually my very first time playing Final Fantasy 15. I know there was actually, well, that's a big, and he just disappeared. Fair enough. But anyway, yeah, so this is the first time I've actually experienced anything Final Fantasy 15. Being a Kingdom Hearts fan, I was actually quite excited to try and get some experience of playing this game before it actually released, because as some people may know, Tetsuya Nomura, sorry, butchering his name there, Tetsuya Nomura, the director of the Kingdom Hearts franchise, actually is the director of Final Fantasy 15, and as far as I can, he was the creative director or the director of the game for quite a while, and then he kind of, I think he pulled out so he could focus on other projects, and I think that other project be Kingdom Hearts 3. But anyway, yeah, a little bit more. Basically, you know, as I said, this is my first experience of playing Final Fantasy 15. I do recall, sorry, that there was a demo released. I think it was called Final Fantasy 15 Dusko or Duskau, however you pronounce it. Again, I'm probably butchering the name, but there you go. Basically, that came out with the HD release of Final Fantasy Type 0, and I didn't actually get a chance to play that, but as soon as I saw that this demo was basically released after the big Final Fantasy 15 event which they held, I think it was last month in March, and they basically announced the release date and then announced a load of other I suppose other projects to tie in with Final Fantasy 15, and obviously they announced that the demo was one of the things, and I decided to download it and give it a go. So as you can see here, this is actually going to be my first experience of the combat system, and it seems like the setup is quite basic. I don't know if this is going to change at all or anything like that, but you basically have the directional buttons, and you can assign different weapons and spells to each button, and then the actual as you can see, combat mechanic, very Kingdom Hearts-esque in my eyes. From when I was actually playing it, you know, I'm pretty much just pressing the attack button. As you see, I switched to the hammer there because you can alternate between weapons mid-combo, which I think is pretty cool. I quite like that. You know, so you could decide to play around with it. You know, you could fight some enemies with a fast combo, like fast swings with the sword, and then switch to a more of a slow, heavy attack with the hammer, which I did it a little bit, and you know, you'll see later on as well that I did that a bit more as well. But yeah, so the fighting mechanic so far is definitely Kingdom Hearts-esque. You know, you can lock onto enemies. It's very obviously real-time reactions. You know, you've got the enemies there in front of you. You've got to time your hits and everything around that. And you know, basically, you know, you want to come up with the best strategy to go against those enemies. And you know, the one big thing about previous Final Fantasy games was obviously the turn-based combat. So you had a bit of time to think about your attacks, plan them. You know what the strengths and weaknesses are of the enemies, and then you know, take them out quickly and effectively that way. But I'm not sure quite how that works with this, because most of the enemies, they're pretty much just like silhouette figures, something like that, or shadows, because obviously the point of this demo is that it's just showing off. It gives you a chance to get a taste of the game before it's released in September. It's based, basically you're playing as the main character, Noct. That's the young guy that you're playing with. Sorry, that sounds really dodgy. The young guy you're playing with. No, sorry. The main protagonist, to give it more of a professional and more narrative essence, is his name's called Noct, and from what I can tell, the actual game in Final Fantasy 15, it's actually set in the kingdom of Eos, I believe is how you pronounce it, EOS, and you're the heir to the throne. Your dad's like the king, obviously, of the empire. I think it's called the Lucian, or it's Lucian or something like that, and the Niflheim, Empire of Niflheim. But yeah, I don't know too much. I've just done a little bit of basic reading and research before this, and you know, I don't know any of the actual major plot, but as far as I can say, there's similar Final Fantasy games that, you know, there's two warring factions, or empire in this case, and you're trying to save your father, I guess, or something like that, and or try and defend your empire and rescue crystals, something to do with that. You know, Final Fantasy is always to do with crystals, so it wouldn't surprise me if there's some crystals in this at some point. Well, actually saying crystals, as you can see in the demo, you know, I'm running around and picking up crystals as a I don't know if that's currency. I think it's just for the purposes of the demo. You know, basically you can run around and you collect these crystal fragments, and as you collect more, you do acquire unlocks. I can't remember what I actually unlocked. I think it might have been some like concept art, or maybe some in-game like weapons and spells to mess around with. But as this, sorry, back to the actual demo itself. So you're playing as Noct. You're in like a dream. You're in his dreams, and I think Tetsuya Nomura came out and basically said that the point of the demo is to give everyone a taste of the game and the gameplay, and just get their first feelings for it, and you know, get their impressions. And what happens in the demo won't actually happen in the final game, so this is kind of like a one-off. So if you kind of want to get some more understanding of the story before it comes out, and you know, try and learn more about Noct, the main character, and what might be his drive going throughout the actual main narrative of the game, then you know, you can give this a go, find out pretty much what's going on. But there's not much story element to it. You know, from the beginning of the demo, as you saw, like, you're kind of running through like a wilderness canyon, and you see like those base plates. You kind of basically you tap on them, or you walk onto them, and different effects happen, whether that changes the weather or the time of day. In some cases, like you saw just a second ago, I actually stepped on one of the faceplates and changed into a little truck. So yeah, as you, from what I've seen in other trailers and some videos of the actual previous demo, that demo Dusko one, which I think had a bit more in-depth gameplay to it than what you experience in this demo. There's actually a driving mechanic. You know, you can actually get vehicles, and there seems to be one big, massive, like, well, not massive. Mass is a bit of a overstatement, I would say, but there's definitely one vehicle. There's like a convertible car, which I don't know if that's Nox or if it's another one of the characters that joins your party. Not entirely sure. I'll just have to wait until September to find that out. But yeah, so far my first impressions, you know, it's quite a slow demo, I'd say. You know, if you're going to play this, you're not going to get too much out of it. You know, the first section you're basically running through, just I kind of just getting used to the controls. There weren't many enemies. It may just running around the environment, looking at it. Actually, talking about the environment, one thing which is obviously quite standout-ish in this particular installment of Final Fantasy is the presentation. I mean, you can just look at the design and the environments, and you can see the attention to detail, and the fact that it's playing on next-gen consoles. You know, I think it's in the Unreal 4 tournament. No, sorry, not the Unreal 4 tournament, but the Unreal Engine. You know, using the most latest one. It's basically, it gives that lighting effect that everyone, you know, they want to and expect to see nowadays. It's kind of up there as being, you know, high key, lots of detail. You know, like there, you can see that magazines, you can read the writing on the friggin' front page, and you know, not a lot of games in the past would you be able to do that. You probably just see like pixelated blocks of text which you couldn't even make out to like comprehend one understandable word. But now you can actually see, you know, and clearly read titles of books and magazines. But hey ho, yeah, I'm really pleased with how the presentation of this installment's come out. I think it's, you know, really good. Like there, you just see the camera pan down as I fell onto the floor. There's the light. You know, you've got reflections in the objects at the floor. You know, you're running on a wooden floor. You can see the light glare from the on the bottom as you run around as well. There, you see, yeah, you see the reflection of the light from up from the ceiling. It's just little things like that which make you more immersed in the game and make you appreciate all the finer details that they put into it. And you know, I wouldn't care if this game was delayed more. I'd hope, now they've announced that it's coming out on the 20th, I don't think they're gonna delay it any longer. But if they did say they wanted to delay it a little bit longer just to make some final tweaks and stuff like that, that's fine by me. You know, I think it's better that companies, you know, they get everything right first time and then they release it. You know, you don't want to have cases like you did with, you know, Arkham Asylum on the PC and stuff like that, that just riddled with bugs and it just completely destroyed the game. And I even had a couple of game-breaking bugs. I don't have a PC, but like I played Assassin's Creed Unity, had that on the PS4, and everyone was, you know, day one patches and stuff like that, and they had to release DLC for free. So I wasn't complaining, but they should have kept that, you know, kept it in the development a little bit longer to make sure that it was ready for play when they actually released it. But you'll have to forgive me if I am repeating myself a little bit. This is my first like LP that's going up on the channel, and it's kind of going to give you an idea of how long episodes can run. I'm kind of going for a full run through with this because basically, you know, I'm going to give it overall it's about 40 minutes I think I played the demo for. It's not too long, quite a good length for a demo. It gives you a good varied amount of content as well. But yeah, this just kind of gives you an idea of how long my video is going to be when it comes to Let's Plays. And you know, if you want to stay around for that long, fantastic. Hey, thanks for joining me. You know, if you wanted to come around my house and have a drink, then by all means I'll send you my address. Only joking, I'm not doing that. I'm not an idiot. Or, well, my fiance would probably say I am an idiot, but never mind. Anyway, yeah, basically I can't quite remember what my previous trailer thought was, but this demo in regards, oh yeah, the presentation, sorry, yeah, as you saw in the cutscenes as well earlier, you know, the detail in the characters, you know, they're very realistic. You know, you could probably put that up against, you know, almost a picture or a photo of maybe, you know, not a real person, but you know, some of the concept art that people develop and stuff like that. You know, you could put it up to what they, you know, do like side-by-side comparisons. And I like this little vehicle. See, this is like another little, you know, example of the attention to detail. You know, you've got a little like beetle car sort of thing, and it's quite nippy, gets you from A to B quite quickly, which is good in this part of the demo. It's some massive room which is basically like I suppose like a dining, well, it's obviously a dining room because you've got a massive table and chairs in the middle of it, but then you've got furniture all the way around it. So I don't know if it's actually meant to be like a room in Nox's home or palace or wherever he lives, but it must have some significance to him. Maybe he feels completely small and irrelevant when he's in this room, and that's why you've been not struck, but like shrunk down to size. And you saw that little like furry critter, which is kind of like your I suppose he's kind of like the fairy from Legends of Zelda or Ocarina. He's supposed to be like your guide, but he kind of just shows you or tells you where to go for the exit to the next section, and that's about it. He isn't really of any help at all. Not really until the end of the demo, where you'll see what happens. I won't say anything just yet, but yeah, so yeah, just running around here basically trying to suss out the size of everything and see if I can squeeze every ounce of like, I suppose Easter eggs that you could find. They're not really going to be Easter eggs because I don't have any understanding of, you know, what's to come in the main game, but I suppose if there was any Easter eggs to previous Final Fantasy games, they might have snuck them in here. But I'm basically just running around trying to find all the crystals that I can, thinking that, like I said, as you probably should know by now, and you definitely will do as the channel develops and everything like that, I am a trophy whore and I'm a completionist. I try to do one thing before moving on to the next, and in case of games like this, you know, I always try and get all the collectibles. I always try and get all of them, no matter how many there are. Whatever the task is at hand, I will, if I set out to do it, I will make sure that I get that done, and I will not stop until I get it. So that's why I'm doing my best at the moment to try and find all the crystals that I can. I think I did unlock something a minute ago, but I can't quite remember what it was. Never mind. But yeah, back to the combat, as you can see on screen at the moment. So as you can see, so I've just got the sword equipped, and all I'm pretty much pressing is I'm just holding down the I think it's the circle button. I can't read the text as I'm watching the playback. So yeah, as you probably guessed, I'm doing this commentary post because I don't really have the setup yet to do live commentary. Maybe in the future I can do that. I could give it a go, I suppose, but don't quite know how it will work out. So I'm just going to do it like this for now, and if you don't like it, sorry, you know, it's gonna have to wait and be patient. I'm not gonna, I can't really afford to get a live setup going just yet. So you know, when that does happen, you guys will be the first to know, because you'll keep watching the videos. You know, you'll keep up to date with me. You'll keep checking the Twitter. You'll keep checking the Facebook. You know, you'll be subscribed, so you'll keep on top of all that. You know, which I'm hoping that people will do after they've watched this. I know it is a bit of a long shot, but if people aren't too bored at the end of it, it's kind of just you know, let's give it a go. You know, come and subscribe to my channel. I don't know what accent I'm doing here. I suppose this could be a little bit of South African, and I apologise to any South Africans out there watching, but yeah, sorry about that. When I tend to ramble, I tend to put the access on, and I could end up going anywhere. I think I almost went to France there, but never mind. Oh, there I've just gone. Hey, hello. Sorry about that. This is, you know, like I said, this is my first, well, not live, but it's my first Let's Play video that I'm going to put up on the channel. Like I've been saying in my previous videos, you know, I have got a big project that I'm working on at the moment. It's still going as of the time that I recorded the gameplay for this a while ago, and I've now just got around to doing the post. And you know, during that time I'm still taking the time, I'm afraid, to get the big project done, but I promise that will be coming. And I've had some thoughts about how I'm going to develop the channel further, just kind of like you know, specialise it a little bit more, just so it can fit in more with like my timetable and my, you know, what I want to put on the channel as well. So when I've decided on that and, you know, confirmed how I want to be going ahead with it, you know, I'll let people know, and you know, you'll see how the channel develops and stuff like that. I'm quite excited to get some other videos up. I've got some more in the pipeline, so hopefully I can get them done sooner rather than later and get them up on the channel as quickly as possible, because there is one that I would quite like to get up as soon as possible, but I just haven't got the chance, and I want to get these other videos done first, and this is one of them. So as soon as I got this done and uploaded, I can crack on with the other ones, which is great, fantastic, you know, good news, hey ho, all good and all that. But yeah, so I can't really say this is like a walkthrough or a let's play, because I'm not really talking you guys through what's happening on the screen, but you know, it's pretty much self-explanatory with this demo. Like I've said previously, it is more of just a case of, you know, getting people to give it a go and get a taste of the game and the gameplay, and hopefully, you know, if you enjoyed it, then, you know, Square are hoping that you'll go and pick up or pre-order the copy, because I think it's actually a little bit cheeky, or maybe a very clever business tactic and option. They've actually put a little like link, I suppose you could call it a link, or a, you know, like an option on the menu of the game to actually pre-order it. So I think that's quite a clever little thing they did there. You know, if you click on it or choose it, you'll probably go to the the respective, you go to the Xbox arcade page, or you go to the PSN page, and you basically confirm. You can pre-order the game. I suppose you could probably pre-install it when it gets closer to the release date, because that's what they seem to be doing now with all these digital downloads. But yeah, hey ho, as you go. So I'm just coming up now to the exit of this second area. For some reason, the weird furry cat long fox thing, I don't know what, I think I might call him Foxy for now. He doesn't look anything like a fox. Oh wait, no, he's got a horn, hasn't he? So let's call him Unox. No, they're all terrible. I'm just going to call him a fox. Anyway, yeah, he's got like a bushy tail, and he was sat on top of that like castle thing. And now I've gone into the third area, which is, it's basically, from what I can see, it must be part of the main city, the capital city. The Citadel, I think, is where you're travelling through at the moment. But as you can see, it's raining. The soundscape of the game is actually quite impressive as well. And like you see there, like I said, there's these pressure pads all throughout the demo, and you can basically go on them, and different things will happen. You'll see, I'll go on one in a minute, and how that will change, quite literally how that will change the gameplay. But yeah, basically, I went on that one. It was raining. It's now sunshine, and you can see all the shadows and the textures in the game change to, fit in with that. And I quite like the fact that here I'm just giving the magic a go. I think this is like Thundergar or Fondara. It's quite powerful. I was actually quite surprised at how much damage these spells can do to the enemies. Like, there you go. That's just basically one shot that creature, I suppose you could call it. I have no idea what the actual enemy name is, because there doesn't seem to be any way of. Oh wait, no, sorry. It does say what it is. I've just forgotten. I think. Maybe? I can't remember. I don't even remember. See, I'm struggling to see and read what things are, so I do apologise for that. I'm just going to change my screen so I can see what's actually happening. But yeah, here we go. See, I just stepped on that pad, and I've transformed into some massive woolly rhino with 2 horns, and you can stomp, and there's 2 different attacks I think you can do. You've obviously got your quick attack and your strong attack, and in this case it appears that oh yeah, you can trample over the enemies as well. These seem to be like some sort of like goblin or imp. I suppose they're like Final Fantasy 15 version of the basic enemies that you're going to encounter at low level at the beginning of the game, but with all the enemies in, from what I've seen in, like I said, other demos like the Dusko demo and stuff like that. I'm so sorry. I think I'm butchering that name to bits. I can't pronounce it. The toppy. But yeah, from that video, a demo, I understand that you were in this like big open area, which is like a field or something, similar to like the plains or whatever it was in Final Fantasy 13, I think it was. Yeah, Final Fantasy 13, where you're there's that massive open area and you can see all the enemies. But the difference, obviously, in this one is that it is actually true real time. So if you run up to an enemy, you're going to engage in combat straight away. There's no like transition into it. It's just straight in there, which is very much Kingdom Hearts-esque. I think that's one of the main reasons that I'm looking forward to getting my hands on this game. God knows when I will get my hands onto it, because as I've said, I'm a completionist, so that means that when I do play games, I like to play them to the end and get the platinum, blah 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 blah. So I have a stockpile. I literally have a list of games of like on my shelf that I have to work myself through to basically complete, and then I can move on and get on with the next one. So I mean, this game's coming out in September, so hopefully I can get around to it by then. I have got a few others on the list. But yeah, sorry, back to what's happening on screen. As you see there, the pressure point there, you can actually get gifts, or I suppose in this case it's more so like you acquire items and inventory and stuff like that. So I actually got what do you call it, sorry, got some magic raindrops or something there, so I'm guessing it's like water or Watara, Watergar, the basic elements of spells that you get in all the Final Fantasy games. I did play with Fireworks and Thundergar. I'm going to say it's Thundergar. It was a powerful attack. It did, I think, about 800 damage, didn't it? So that is quite powerful. What's that pad do? Oh yeah, it speeds time up. I don't know why it does that, because you seem to be, like, you know, your character's running exactly the same speed as it did previously, but as you can see, it's now transitioned to night. So again, you know, the lighting effects and all that. Oh, there we go. It's sped up time so that it changes the weather. Not the weather, sorry, changes the time of day. So it goes from night to day. Oh, I'm sorry, so sorry. I'm doing a terrible job with this commentary. I do apologise, and I completely understand if people decided to turn away. But please don't, because there's still some big parts to the demo yet to come. You know, you've got this is the third area. It's broken up into 4. So I was thinking of splitting the video into 4 parts, but I thought, no, I just want to get this all out in one go, because it's just the one level. So you know, let you guys see what it's like and get on it. But yeah, so you can see at the moment I'm just about to equip Meteorrain, something like that. It's basically, I think it's like the meteor spell. I use it in a minute. I can't remember whereabouts, but you know, when I deploy it, it's not exactly meteors. They basically come out of the sky like huge bouncy balls, and they do a lot of damage to the enemies. Actually, I was quite surprised. They seem to engulf the entire area. So I suppose if you're in one big, massive, like open area, you could actually like deploy that spell and it take out absolutely everyone. Actually, I think this is where I do it now, actually. So, do I take that one out? Yeah, I got rid of that one. No, I run off. I ignore any more enemies and run off and collect that one crystal. Because, like I said, I have to collect everything. But I definitely know I missed something. I've definitely missed lots of things in this demo, this run through. I think it's actually meant to be played several times, because you unlock something, you unlock different colour pressure pads as you go. So yeah, I think you must have to play it a few times to unlock like the high level ones and unlock more content, which I suppose might be of use in the final game when you unlock that. Sorry, not when you unlock it, but like when you actually play the final game, you've got some extra stuff there to play around with, which you could only get if you played the demo. I think that's quite cool. Similar to other games I've done in the past. I've played like the Gears of War 2 beta. Oh, sorry, no, it was the Gears of War 3 beta I played, I think. And you know, you can unlock some skins and stuff like that if you do well enough. But oh, it seems like Foxy's running around. So oh, that pressure pad seems to have released a load of balls. It made you so happy, but you wanted most was for him to play with you. I think that might be a reference to his dad or something. It seems to be, you know, a theme in some, you know, relation to other Final Fantasy games. You know, in Final Fantasy VII you had Sephiroth and Mother, and apparently that was done because the director of the game then lost his mother during development or something like that. So there's things like that. So yeah, maybe there's some sort of turmoil, or you know, some breakdown in the relationship of Noct and his dad in this one, or something like that. But I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, I don't really know what's going on. There's not a lot to go off of in this demo. You're pretty much just playing through this dreamscape, and that's why things change when you jump on these pressure pads. So, and you know, you basically, here we go. This is where I use the meteor spell. So I basically throw this, and loads of balls fall out, and yeah, this basically takes everything down. It's like a nice little jingle balls, jingle bells, like playing about. But yeah, going down this, I've seen this corridor before from like some trailer, so I think this is definitely in Noct's house or mansion or wherever he lives. So yeah, just going into the final area now. I think there's actually a cutscene at the end of this tunnel, so if there is, I will hush my mouth and let you guys see what's happening. Okay, so the cutscene wasn't right there. I thought it was. Actually, I think it triggers in a minute. But this is the Citadel. This has definitely been in a trailer before, and I guess this is kind of like the steps up to your palace or something like that, or other. Oh, this is the cutscene now. Oh, hush.
This one will protect you through your darkest dreams. But remember, Noct, in the world of your dreams, you are king.
I'm not afraid.
So there he is. That's the main character. Regis is the king, I believe, so I'm guessing that's Noct's dad. Again, I don't know too much, but ow! Yeah, playing, this is against I think it's a level 3 Iron Giant instead. Iron Giant, an enemy that's been in Final Fantasy games before. One of my favourite ones actually. You actually face against them in Final Fantasy X. That was my first experience of Final Fantasy, and boy was it one to experience first. You know, great story, great gameplay, and absolutely loved it. I even bought the HD remaster, and I got the platinum on that. You know, I had to. It was just nostalgic for me to get that and try and get the, you know, get the platinum for that. But as you see, I used the fire spell a second ago. And I completely missed because I'm absolutely terrible with the controls of this at the moment. I don't think I quite like the magic spells. Well, not I don't like them, but more the fact that I don't quite like how you have to use them. I prefer, you know, the old school option where you choose it from a menu and it auto targets a little bit. Having to manually aim spells and stuff like that, I think is going to prove troublesome for particularly more myself than probably other gamers. But I suppose, you know, as you play it more, you get more used to it. But this guy hits hard. You know, he does a lot of damage. And if you can dodge attacks, I think you hold down square and you can dodge attacks. And I think if you time it well, you can kind of do like a counter attack. So like you hold down square, dodge it, and then press circle. You can actually dodge and counter and do a bit of damage that way. But yeah, this guy's quite hard. I don't know if I'm doing this on the easiest difficulty or hardest. I don't think I'm doing it on any difficulty. I think this is just a standard selection. But he's hurt me quite bad, and I'm glad that I recovered just in time to run away. And then I go back in for a combo, and I don't think I dodged that, but I think I missed it. Yeah, you know, he hits hard, so he does send you flying, and he does have some quite powerful attacks. Yeah, see there, I dodged that then. Oh, Foxy's giving me something. 4 points have appeared. Oh, yeah, so you can actually use like a warp attack, so you can actually fly across the map to the enemy and do damage, I suppose. It does use MP, so that's one reason that you have MP in this game, rather than, it looks like you have charges for magic, so you don't actually use like MP for actual magical attacks, but you use them for like these point warps. So I suppose different characters will have different abilities and stuff like that. But ouch, yeah, he just hit me quite hard there, you know, knocked me over. So that's the second time I've almost got wiped out. But it looks like I've got like a health bar and then like a secondary health bar or something to, you know, recover health too. So if it looks like you're gonna kick the can, you can run away, try to recover health, and then get hit again and knocked over like that. But you know, his sword stuck, so I go in for a warp strike, which seems to give me a boost of damage, and I think I just give him one more attack, and that's him done. He is down and out of there. The Iron Giant is no more, and Noct is the winner, ladies and gentlemen. He has won. And where's Foxy? I can't see him. Where is he? He's talking to me, but I can't actually see him. Where is he? Oh, he's behind the concrete. So, yeah, that seems to be good. The camera controls, fantastic. They're maps similar to Kingdom Hearts combat. You know, I've said before, this is pretty much Kingdom Hearts combat. You know, you lock on, you fight pretty much real time. It's not so much button mashing, it's more I suppose strategic button mashing, you could say. I don't know if that means anything really to anyone, but that's what I would say. You know, you don't have to hold down buttons, but that's pretty much the end of the demo. You know, you finish him off and then you go on to that pad, and that's it pretty much. You know, you finish off, and I'm going to be quiet for a little bit just whilst it shows the final scenes and shows everything what's happening. Ooh, it's a pretty color. To go for a ride.
Thanks. See you. Wait. I remember your name now.
Oh, do you? That's good. You spent the whole time in your dream, you know, running around after him, and you've only just remembered his name. I don't think it's Carbuncle. No. I suppose that what would be the default name is for him, but I'm not going to call him Carbuncle. Actually, in homage to Kingdom Hearts, I actually named my, I suppose, my Carbuncle Sora. So yeah, after the main protagonist of that series, I am naming my Carbuncle Sora. So I'm hoping that, you know, like I said, you see, I guess you finish this, you can unlock the Carbuncle in the main game, and he'll be the name of whatever you did. And you know, basically, you know, this is just saying that you can pre-order the game if you want it, you know, if you enjoyed it, or, you know, go back and play it again and see if you can find different outcomes or different situations, I suppose. Like I said, you unlock different pressure plates, and you can jump on those to see what the effects are, basically. But yeah, so quite a decent demo. There's not too much going on, as I said. You know, it's kind of more just to give people, give fans a chance to have a go with the controls and play around with it, have a look at the visual styles and the everything. And I think it would have been better if you could actually be adult Noct more. I did enjoy the short boss fight, I suppose you could call it, actually getting some more powers and better weapons, because the squeaky toy weapons aren't that great. You know, they're only going to do a limited amount of damage to the enemy. So the fact that if you could get some better ones, and as you do as you're the adult Noct, that makes the demo a bit more enjoyable and a bit more playable. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's my let's play, I suppose, let's play impressions of Final Fantasy 15. Like I said, the main game is out in September, 20th of September this year. It is a global release as far as I'm aware, so, you know, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. September 20th, you can get your hands on a copy of Final Fantasy 15. So that pretty much does it for me with this video. I do have some more coming up, and you know, just keep an eye on my channel. If you guys have enjoyed this one, you know, look out for my my more detailed Let's Plays with the bigger projects that I'm doing, and you know, you can see some more little fun videos that I do, like my Lego builds. I have got a couple more of them to come, and there is another video series as well, which I will be starting soon, and there's some more information on that in another video. But yeah, in the meantime, I've been Big Man Dan. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye!